The final game of the CUSA regular season underway, and the opening tip belongs to MTSU. Scott had 3 points. That's a low in the last couple of years. So you expect her to come out hungry today. Same for Lucia Fleta Robles on senior day.
Stay consistent throughout that possession to make it tough, but the vision from Izzy Nadabo.
Bean slicing to the rack and scoring. He converts on one end, and it's all helped by Giada, who does it on both.
Now the right to left cross.
Tried to crash her own board, cleared by Tamia Scott. The speed of Blakely, always an asset. Gregory's three. Right now, stride for stride, both teams shooting well. Gregory doing her thing. Playing pick and roll, Boldiareva set the screen. Tamia Scott scores the points.
He was saying, pour your hearts out today. The message pregame to his team, don't look back say, man, I wish I did better. Focus on now.
Neutralize the Blue Raider offensive attack was big at the end of that quarter.
With the left hand at the death, Belloso steals 2 points from out of nowhere. You get another look here at Jenna finding a way to make it happen. I remember talking to Coach Insel at the beginning of this run. He's like, yeah, last year our defense wasn't very good. And you look back, and they were near the bottom of Conference USA, and all the defensive metrics as Tamia Scott scores.
And physical finish by Scott on the previous sequence. Just a tough few plays.
Courtney's another player. Her defense has grown year over year as Gregory fires and hits. And her team is up by 5, their largest lead of the day. Speaking of Blakely, here she is, finding Gregory. She only needs a moment. Boldiareva gets some revenge.
Still got plenty of time left to play in this second quarter, but it all starts with a transition game, and Boldiareva having a career.
He missed pretty much the entire year. The regularly scheduled starting point. Giada, coast to coast. Second chance, Enrique. Didn't hit the rim. Blue Raiders have to get a shot up. It's Tamia Scott, bank.
Especially considering the last game that we saw on this court on Thursday night. What an end to this first half, though. And
against a very good rebounding team. Slicing and taking two, Giada on the feed from Fleta Robles.
As for MTSU, they know they need to take better care of the ball. 11 first half turnovers led to 8 FIU points.
And Nadabo continues to prove that point. Now Enrique does take the baseline, Jimmy, and it all works out.
Has felt like the best offense today for Middle Tennessee.
Well, Enrique went to Texas Tech for a year, came back to Conference USA, but this time wearing the MTSU uniform. Jalen Gregory.
But the points off turnovers and all game, despite.
Blakely hits the accelerator, draws Nadabo. Gregory again.
To try to prevent this, but the extra pass in the corner there from Enrique. FIU a little late to.
Enrique off the hezzy, she pulls up. Everything is falling right now for MTSU. There she is again, and there is Nas Boldiareva. Another make. Timeout called by FIU. Fleta Robles gets the three to answer. Whatever the message was at halftime, got Boldiareva fired up, and she answered the bell. Tamia Scott, one more time. She had 3 points in Lynchburg, which means you knew. Leo Rodriguez the other way. Inside, Nadabo takes advantage. And this team continues their best ball. Team 50, regular season champions again in Murfreesboro.